To the latest now on a devastating overnight fire in Prescott Valley. Look at this. Flames destroyed a luxury apartment complex that was under construction. The flames so intense, crews had to go defensive to keep it from spreading. The calls came out just after 1:15 this morning, the heart of town, not far from the Toyota Center. And right now, crews are still actively trying to put out hot spots to keep it from flaring back up again. This is a total loss. We're told 700 apartments for an estimated $60 million in damages. And joining us live right now, Lieutenant Jason Kaufman with the Prescott Valley Police Department. Lieutenant, thanks for joining us. First off, happy to hear there are no injuries. Can you tell us anything more about how this might have started?
I'm not going to speculate on how it started. We do have a task force that's looking into the investigation of this. It's a combination of the Prescott Valley Police Department, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, the Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority, a fire marshal, and the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms special agents out of Phoenix to assist with this task force to determine what the exact cause was. It may be several weeks or several months before we actually identify what actually caused this. I know that at 1:15 this morning, Prescott Valley Police Department and the Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority got a call to our centralized dispatch. We have regional dispatch with them of a call of a loud explosion and a fire. Upon our arrival with the fire department, we noticed engulfing flames taking over the structure that's under development that they're building. 685,000 square feet, the total curtilage of the property with the building on it, which included obviously 700 apartments. It was a total loss, approximately $60 million in a financial loss for the entire structure. The fire department did an excellent job knocking down the fire, not allowing it to spread both east, west, north, or south in Prescott Valley. While the fire department was putting out the fire, Prescott Valley Police Department officers, along with the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office deputies, went over to the homestead at Talking Glass, the apartment complex over here off of Main Street, in which they started evacuating buildings. They evacuated building A, B, C, and N. Probably a couple hundred people were evacuated. A shelter was established at 6411 Robert Road in Prescott Valley, which is the Bradshaw Mountain High School East Campus. We're working with the Yavapai Emergency Manager and the Red Cross to move these people from where they were in their apartments over to a shelter, the school, so they have a dry place to go and be away from danger.
Okay, Lieutenant, can you tell us anything more? I mean, that's such a large scene. We can see it still smoldering behind you now. From the footage that we're seeing from some viewer videos that we're getting in, the intense flames, was it a 2-story, a 3-story, and how close were they to being completed?
Probably 25% completed. They were just framing it in, with wood, obviously, and concrete on the outside with rebar, and the structure just caught fire. We don't know how at this point, and I'm not going to speculate, but the structure burned to the ground. It was probably 25 to 30 feet high. As you can see around me, there's a couple elevator silos that have been built. Those are for elevators, but everything else in the middle that was constructed of wood has burned to the ground.
We do have some footage, and we're going to go ahead and play that, a clip of one of the there, and you could see the framing there, but yeah, it just gives way with the intense heat and that fire. It's pretty wild to see the height of that fire, the height of those flames, and pretty remarkable that no firefighters, no police officers, no civilians were injured, right?
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Nobody was injured during the course of this fire. The fire department were attacking the fire from the outer perimeters on all sides. No firemen were injured, no police officers were injured, no citizens were injured. We're very thankful for that. We're very thankful for the precipitation that we got overnight, the water. It rained a lot, a little sleet. That was extremely helpful. Up here in the North Country, that's our natural disaster that we worry about every year is fire. Most of the time it's in the forest, but in this case, this is the largest building that's ever burned down in Prescott Valley.
Well, it is shocking to see that footage, and so curious to hear about that loud bang reported right before the flames kicked off in earnest. So Lieutenant Jason Kaufman from Prescott Valley PD, thanks so much for your time, for your perspective. Hope everybody stays safe out there. And as we get on with other news, we do have a crew out there talking right now with folks in the area, working to bring us a full update. We'll have that on Good Evening Arizona starting at 4. Lieutenant, thank you.